I was completely wrong about autumns in America. Really interested to see what he's got to say about autumns and what he was wrong about. Before we do get into this, I appreciate if you guys could hit that subscribe button. Let's just straight to see what we got.
Autumn is here. The humidity of summer now a distant memory, like the tribulations of my youth or fidget spinners.
Nice.
I love autumns in the Midwest. It's a time when Americans come together to enjoy pumpkins, quaff apple cider, and overdo it on the flannel shirts.
Okay.
But when I first moved to the United States from England, my view of Midwestern autumn was quite different. You want to know why? Here's Lawrence from 2008 to tell you why.
Right,
Hi,
let's see.
I'm Lawrence from 2008, a time when I had way better eyesight. One day, my wife and I were lying on a blow-up mattress at my parents' house, plotting an unexpected move to a country called the United States.
Okay.
Back then, I was a wee little nipper. Some have speculated as young as 26. My worldview was so small it could fit inside a matchbox. Not literally, that would be really weird.
But like I said, I was 26. I thought I knew better than the very people who had guided me through my youth. You know,
Okay.
like my mum, my dad, Mr. Miyagi. I thought that I was making the right move, that life in the good old US of A would be a doddle, a walk in the park, a breeze. In my mind, all I'd have to do was show up, flash my accent, and America would make me their monarch. When I stepped off the plane, I found myself in the bountiful kingdom of Indiana. The date was November 10th, 2008, the middle of autumn, except something wasn't right.
It's cold?
And I'm not talking about the usual reasons that people feel that way when visiting Indiana. I'm talking about the weather. It was absolutely freezing, and I know what you
Wait,
think.
I don't get that. What's the other reasons? Is that like an Indiana joke that I don't know?
Visiting Indiana, I'm talking about the weather. It was absolutely freezing, and I know what you're thinking. Ooh, Lawrence, why do the British always exaggerate the weather? But here's the thing, I wasn't. Historical weather records for Indianapolis confirm that my 11 p.m. arrival time coincided with temperatures of 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Quite
Wait.
literally the freezing point of water. And
Wait. I need to know what that is in Celsius. 32 F in C. Oh, wait. Oh, it was 0 degrees? Bro, what?
and nose hair.
Already alarm bells were
that
going off,
cold?
which is a particular problem when you're leaving an airport. This didn't feel like the autumns I'd always known. In fact, my initial belief was that things were completely and utterly a little bit not good.
Mad.
Not 9 hours earlier, I'd been in London, where average November temperatures are typically 17 degrees warmer than those of my current predicament.
Okay.
It's often said that first impressions are everything. For a couple of years afterwards, I clung to the false notion that the Midwest didn't even have an autumn, that it cruelly transitioned from summer to winter, bringing November temperatures that aren't entirely fit for humans. But it turns out there were two glaring problems with this assessment. Firstly, the date of my arrival had simply seen an anomaly, with average November temperatures relatively on par with my hometown of Grimsby.
Yo, is anyone else the same like me as well? Like, I only mention like 2 seasons. I just say summer and winter. That's all I say. Is anyone else the same? Like, I can't just skip the others. Like, in the UK, it's called spring and autumn, and in America, it's called fall. And what is it called? Spring? I don't know, but I just say summer and winter, bro. I don't know. I just kind of skip them.
Secondly, Indiana's actual winters make 32 degrees seem like a fortnight in Cancun, but that's another story.
And so a few years later, I woke up one morning and went a bit heavy on the exposition.
Right, so given that the Midwest
what?
doesn't not have autumns, I suppose that I, the chief protagonist of this story, have just realised that the Midwest does in fact have autumns. What are you looking at?
Fine, but as the years rolled on, like this toilet paper falling down steps for some reason, I
Nice.
noticed something. Americans didn't just experience autumn, some made it their entire personality.
Oh,
they
really?
willingly consumed something by the name of pumpkin-laced souffle.
Pumpkin spice latte?
Same thing. Their homes became temporary showcases for the colour orange, largely so that their Instagram feeds could do the same.
And real champions of autumn all had one thing in common. They all had doormats bearing the words "Happy Fall, y'all." As an English person,
Happy
the
fall,
sight of
y'all.
Americans worshipping at the altar of autumn was jarring at first. For me, the season had always been about moaning about damp leaves or burning effigies down at the beach, or
Right.
sometimes both at the same time.
But then I remembered something, a challenge I'd laid down to myself.
To be fair, being in the UK, bro, we just moan about the whole weather, dude. We moan about when it's hot, we moan about when it's cold, we moan about when it's in the middle. You can never win here.
While I myself laid down on that mattress. When you move there, try to embrace everything that life throws at you, except raccoons. One day
Okay.
after leaving
Dodge
work, I
them.
decided to walk home via Lincoln Park rather than catching the L.
I wanted to be by myself and shut out the world for a bit, so I put on my headphones and listened to something relaxing, like BBC Sounds number 24, for example.
As the crisp autumn air filled my lungs, I became entranced by the sight of a single leaf slowly falling to the ground.
As
Relaxing.
it reached its destination, I realised it was one of thousands. The colour palette leaned heavily into green and orange, like the Irish flag or the head of an Oompa Loompa.
Do you know what I like the most about autumn, fall in America is I watched a vlog. It was ages ago. I watched a vlog and it was like this massive forest, but it was during fall, right? And bro, it just looked beautiful. Like the orange trees, bro, it actually looks stunning, bro. That's my favorite thing I've seen.
Absent the English drizzle, there was something elevated, perhaps even magical, about this American scene.
In Indiana, where the leaves of Brown County are admittedly among the best in the Midwest, I didn't get out as much as I do in Chicago, at least not on foot.
Okay.
In Lincoln Park, those same feet moved through the leaves like wind from a panther's arse.
Except the general aroma was pleasant, similar in nature to the autumns of my youth. Back home, there was always something particularly spellbinding about this time of year. It
Right.
probably helped that Halloween, Guy Fawkes, and my birthday all fell within days of each other.
Fair
and
enough.
while Americans aren't known for letting off fireworks on November 5th, the country is no stranger to autumn festivities in autumn. That last word was redundant.
I bet you, well, I know for a fact you go crazy on Halloween. I know for a fact you do.
Between October 31st and December 31st, America turns into one giant party. You've got
That'd be
Halloween,
sick.
Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas Day, Kwanzaa, New Year's Eve,
What's
and the
Kwanzaa?
birthday of the greatest president of all time, Bill Pullman. With
What's
such an array
Kwanzaa?
of festivities, it's little wonder that my own birthday often gets forgotten. In fact, in 2020, I even missed it myself. Mind you, of course, that was the year that a certain something spread around the
Oh,
world.
COVID.
Yep, monoliths.
Oh,
Do you
What
not
are they?
remember? Strange monoliths started showing up around the globe.
Huh?
Actually, come to think of it, since the first one was spotted in Utah, I haven't been the same. It's like I've become this entirely different person, right? Always asking myself, am I really here? Do I
What are
actually
they?
exist? What exactly are hands?
No, my dear Lawrence, it wasn't the monoliths that did that. That was just some art students mucking about. The spell was cast on you by somebody else entirely.
me. Oh, he's going through it right
Been doing a
now.
lot of thinking recently.
He's going
and
through
I don't
it.
think that I can put this off any longer. I've decided that I'm going to change my name.
What?
To Paul Pumpkin Cheeks.
What is
now,
going
I
on?
do realise that this might come as a shock to my audience who
Yo, why do I feel like I'm watching those like TV shows, you know, where you like interview like gang leaders, bro, and you got like mask the voice and cover their face.
Pumpkin Cheeks.
Okay, buddy.
Now, I do realise that this might come as a shock to my audience who will nonetheless appreciate the improvements to my face.
Okay.
But please reserve your judgment until the end, by
Okay.
which time I'll be gone and Lawrence will return. For now, I'm the embodiment, if you will, of autumn,
I
at
like
least
you,
in
dude.
the eyes of this daft pillock. Basically, the backstory here is that Lawrence accidentally took a sip of pumpkin fried souffle.
Pumpkin spice latte?
And he instantly turned into Paul Pumpkin Cheeks. Now, while this might sound like his accent's changed, what do I do? Now, while this might sound like it were premeditated by somebody close to Lawrence, it did give the YouTube sensation the final jolt that he needed to finally embrace autumn in the Midwest.
Okay, so basically, fall and autumn has made him gone mad. He's now turned into Pumpkin Man. Okay.
What I'm saying is it was premeditated by his wife.
The face comes and goes, almost literally at the minute. My journey from autumn denier to literal fall guy has been long, arduous, and fraught with cinnamon.
Okay.
But on reflection, when you take into account the oppressive humidity of the Midwestern summer, not to mention the cruel freeze of its wintry sister, fall represents something of a middle child, which is probably why I neglected it for so long. And just like the monoliths of 2020, the season completely disappears before you can say, open the pod bay door.
It does go quick. Okay, yep, never mind. It's gone that fast. It's gone that fast, bro. Yo, I want to know, though, in the comments, let me know. What are your favorites part of fall, right? For me, in the UK, autumn, just before winter, like, if I was going to say favorite part, is honestly just, like, warming up my body. You know what I mean? So, like, it's not too cold, right? But, like, waking up and having a good hot coffee. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite part, honestly. That's my favorite part, dude. Has to be. We just want to. Yep. Oh, he's back.
Why didn't you tell me I had my glasses on?
Alright, here we go, though. It's completely wrong about autumns in America. The main point taken from this for me was that he turned into Pumpkin Man himself. Good video. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comment section. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out with it, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.